like the first guy in comedy, he's like the last guy I picked in dodgeball. Just lucky to be a part of the team. I'm here for you. That's me, baby. I do got a little celebration. I'm 43 years old. I went back to school and I just got my captain's license. Woo! I've been eating Captain Crunch all week. Got a little step further there. I've been drinking Captain Morgan for most of the 2 weeks. Studied hard. Captain Kangaroo, Captain Tennille, it's all part of it. That's all being a captain. But let's turn it up a little higher. Let's do a little more sound check. There we go. How's that sounding back there? A little better? Can we hear in the back? Up, down? Oh, hang on. How's that? Back there in the back? Everybody squeeze in the front. That's not so bad. I'm getting a little feedback there. Everybody good? Clear, loud and clear now? Anyway, my girlfriend and I, we met at a comedy show about 1.5 years ago. We ended up buying a boat together after 3 months of dating. It was awesome. But we got on this boat and, you know, she thought port was a bottle of wine. She thought a line was something you snort. Now would you tie your boat to the dock to in a hurricane? She thought head was something you did after I bought her dinner. Not the bathroom. But hang on, so we can tune this out a little bit. There we go. A little better? All right. Still get that tuned out. But anyway, we had this boat. We had to name this boat together. And we're trying to figure out how to do this. And what's the best way to name this boat? So I said, hey, let's call it MILF Landing. She said, not appropriate. Her name's Janice, my name's Brian. I said, let's call it BJ Way. Still not appropriate. We're not going to have kids and we like to drink. Let's call it Wasted Semen. Still not appropriate. So we called the boat Not Appropriate. I don't know if you've ever been in a big boat before, but whenever you ask permission and talk on the radio, you got to say your boat name. So I had to call the dockmaster. Dockmaster, dockmaster, this is not appropriate. It was so I need a place to put my vessel. I got a boatload of semen. I got to unload my head. It gets worse. I was going down, I brought the boat down from New Jersey, we're going down to Lower Carolinas in the Intercoastal. There's a sailboat off to the side. He goes, hey, big boat, slow down, you're making big waves, I'm handicapped here. It's like, roger that, this is not appropriate. Maybe you shouldn't swim with your wheelchair. But again, it gets worse than that. You know, they call it a courtesy pass, where you got to ask the boat in front of you to make a pass at them. So you call the boat on the radio, Slippery Sue, this is not appropriate. But I'm coming up. Applause because he's all the way in the back of the room. You got to clap till he gets here. Please welcome Murray.
Cue the music. Exactly. I don't really consider myself a comedian. I consider myself more of a commodian. I don't know why that my jokes just sound better when you're sitting on a commode. Because it's so damn easy, you know? I met this girl there. She was a beautiful, beautiful girl. Had 17 different personalities. 16 of them were exotic dancers. The 17th one was a bulldog named Branko who hated men. She was a nice girl, but when it comes to making love, you better make damn sure you know who the hell you're in bed with. Because if you've ever had your penis in the mouth of an angry, scary butch lesbian, you know what I'm talking about. It is frightening. So I went off my medication for a while just to see what would happen. And apart from all the psychotic episodes, I think I did pretty well. But I couldn't sleep. I was walk. I'm old. No, I couldn't sleep, so I was walking around my neighborhood. I came upon this big German short-haired pointer, and he said, would you please stop staring at me? Can't you see I'm trying to take a shit? And I said, you can talk. And he said, Yeah, I can talk and I can think and I know when someone's being rude. And after that we got to talking and he told me he was running away and I said, well, you're running away, well, why? And he said, have you ever tried to relieve yourself with a choke chain collar pulled tight around your neck? Somebody hovering over you the whole time saying, come on, do your business, come on, do your business. And I said, well, not for free if that's what you mean. Alright, that's my time.
Let's give it up to Red Hook for supporting some live comedy. That clapping reminds me, you guys notice that this is a golf clap? You guys ever see that?
Humming.
The golfer's clap. It's that idiot that I am for the longest time. I thought the golf clap was a venereal disease that was contracted by members of the PGA. I thought the original carrier was Tiger Woods. I thought there was something similar. I get a lot of feedback here. Step back. How's that?
The other back.
Oh, fuck it. How's everyone doing tonight? Fuck yeah, I thought that there was a VD of NASCAR as well, but I wasn't sure what the name was. I kept hearing this phrase over and over again. I thought it was one of the symptoms. It was Dick Trickle. Thank you for identifying yourselves as rednecks. I appreciate that. Yeah, my name is just Don. That's my radio and stage name, but my real name is Don Lee. That's it. 6 frickin' letters. It's a tiny name. In fact, the only person I ever met in my entire life with a shorter name than my own was my wife's Chinese gynecologist. His name is Ku Chi. I can't actually see you guys too well tonight. I normally wear glasses, but I didn't break them. My woman's girlfriend came over the other day. She sat on them and broke them. It was my fault, though. I really should have took my glasses off. Think about that one, folks. It catches up to you in a second. Doing comedy is kind of interesting. You run into all kinds of people, some more frightening than others. Like about 2 weeks ago, I was in a restroom, and a guy came up to me and he said, hey, just Don, you're a funny comedian. Hey, I've got some blow. Do you want to do a bump? I was like, man, I don't even like cocaine. I do kind of like the way it smells, though. I had a friend that, Mike Kelly, had a heart attack a couple of weeks ago. It's a good friend of mine. He kind of scared the shit out of me, so I started losing some weight. So far, in just 2 weeks, I've lost 10 pounds. You know how I'm doing it? I go out only to the restaurants that employ the people that I used to crucify in high school. Yeah, I'll give you an example. They'll bring me my meal, and they'll say, here's your saffron glazed sea trout and arugula salad. But really, all I hear is, here's your fantastic comedians. Thank you all.
Yeah, I gotta find a sweet spot up here. Hey, what gets you laid quicker, playing guitar or doing comedy? That's definitely, I'm not going home with anybody after that. Oh, I found a sweet spot? Alright. So, I'm really excited to talk about this tonight. Anybody here on meth? Alright, there's at least 120 people in here. Statistically, somebody's tweaking right now, okay? Just, you don't have to admit in front of everybody. Come talk to me after the show. I'll get you some help. You guys heard about these meth busts that have been happening in Cape Coral like the last week? You guys live here. You have to have heard about this. Like 2 of them in the past week in Cape Coral. You know what I'm talking about. You were there, dude. I saw your picture on the news. First meth bust, there were 2 that happened this week. First one featured a 21-year-old female caught with a pound of meth and a full lab in her bathroom. Have you guys ever seen Breaking Bad? You know those little blue baggies? That's like 1/1000th of a pound, okay? She had a pound of this. I knew this girl. I worked with her for like a year. This is a true story. I saw her like every other day. And it kind of made sense when she got busted for cooking meth, because I always thought she was on something, but I wasn't sure what.
Like, she'd come into work and she'd have more energy than anybody, but like she constantly looked sleepy. Like, her eyes were just like always sunk in. And like, she looked like every day she had like fallen off her bike and scraped her face up. Like, she had scabs all over her face. She'd come into work, we worked at a restaurant together. She'd clean the whole kitchen while bussing and serving tables, and she was just the cashier. It was a small restaurant. We had just like one co-worker bathroom. All right. We had one co-worker bathroom. It was a small place. I was going in as she was walking out. I opened the door behind her. There was a meth lab in it. Thanks. It feels good to be out of the house. I'm in the middle of an intense prank war with my roommate right now. Anybody ever been in a prank war before? Yeah, nice. What a prank war is if you've never been in a prank war before. My roommate, one week, she'll prank me, and then the next week I have to prank her back. Last week, she switched the sugar for my coffee with salt, and yeah, grade A prank, really good, props to her. So this morning I wanted to get her back. So while she was in the shower, I snuck in, buttered the tile floor, so when it got really steamy, she'd get out and slip. And needless to say, I'm pretty sure I'm winning the prank war. She got out, hit her head, and now my mom's in the hospital. Doctor diagnosed her with being a little bitch when it comes to playing prank war. Oh man, when they came and busted tables, they stuffed all the plates in their underwear. If you've ever been to a strip club, they put dollars in their underwear. That's what that was about. Let the energy die down a little bit. I dated a girl that was a free spirit. Any free spirits here tonight? You're a free spirit, sir? I can tell by the lack of haircut. You look very nice. I dated this girl who was a free spirit, and turns out that was code for I'm homeless.
Never gonna get me.
I started to suspect that something was up because she would get like, for somebody who can call herself a free spirit, she got like super aggravated at everything. I was like, wow, like you're acting like somebody who like doesn't have a steady source of income or like a steady roof over their head. And like when she told me she was homeless, it made sense when I would take her out on a date and afterwards she'd say, oh, you can just drop me off wherever. Yeah, couch surfing just helps my chakras glow. Oh man, I lost my ID a few weeks ago. And I feel bad because even though I'm over the age of 21, I don't really look like it. So I had to have my girlfriend buy everything that I couldn't buy. And I felt bad because not only was this an inconvenience to her, but now the fine people down at our local CVS think she's the alcoholic. And that already doesn't look good when they know you as the girl that buys all the cough syrup. You know what I'm talking about. She says she doesn't like me telling that joke because it's like too personal or something, I don't know. I watched a marathon of Intervention today. Anybody seen this show? Intervention? Yeah, I mean, I've never done heroin before. I don't want to do heroin. I've never even been around heroin except for a couple times. And I'm pretty sure I know exactly how to do heroin just from watching Intervention, okay? Step 1, your dad tells you he doesn't love you. Step 2, you drop out of high school. Step 3 is kind of just a blur because by that time you've been on heroin for a few years. This one episode, this is probably my favorite episode, probably the most famous one. You guys see the one where the chick's addicted to air duster? Yes. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's so good. It's so good. She did air duster like somebody would chain smoke cigarettes. Like, oh, we're going on a drug run. And she bought so much air duster, people thought she was a computer tech. Like, she just would buy the whole row of air duster from Walmart. She did so much air duster, she would do it during interviews, and like the chemicals in the duster, yeah, you're shaking your head because you know exactly what I'm talking about. The chemicals in the air duster would like warp her voice to where she'd like kind of sound exactly like what the devil would sound like. She was in the middle of this interview, okay? This is her answer. And I gotta go have it on weed. This is bullshit. Thanks. I'm gonna tell you guys one more story and then I'm gonna get out of here, alright? Anybody here ever lose their virginity? Nice, you guys can relate to this. Oh man, okay. All right. Any couples here tonight? Where are the couples at? You're too old, sorry. You? Who's your girlfriend? Is that your girlfriend? When you walked in and saw these pool tables, what was the first thing you thought about? Fucking her on the pool tables, didn't you? Absolutely. I lost my virginity on a pool table, okay? This is a true story, and I know if I was you guys looking at me wearing these glasses, I would not believe me either. This is totally true. I'm 18 years old, I'm in my girlfriend at the time, I'm in her basement, and I'm on her futon. Yes, 18, I was a late bloomer, sorry man. 18 years old, on her futon in her basement, because you keep futons in the basement, like you're not putting that shit in the living room. So her basement's shaped like an L, okay? And the futon's right here and the pool table's right here. And we're like making out or whatever, and she finally tells me that she wants to sleep together. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. To make it special and memorable, because for some reason I wouldn't remember it anyways, she wants to do it on the pool table, and she asked me if I wanted to. It's like, hell yes! Am I about to accomplish like every man's dream on the first go? Like I'm knocking out some life goals right away. So we head over to the pool table. She's sitting there, and she felt like because we were on the pool table, she had to like incorporate the fact we were on a pool table like in the lovemaking. Like before we got started, she like whispered in my ear. She was like, "I want you to stick it in my corner pocket." I'm like, first of all, I don't think it works that way. Second of all, this is my first time, and you're confusing the shit out of me right now. She used a little bit of chalk on me. She told me that when I was going to finish, I had to say where I was going to finish at, or else I'd lose. I told her I was going to get it on her chest, and I got it in her hair, and she won automatically. Okay, so you guys are fucking awesome. This is probably the best show I've done yet. Like, I'm almost at a year, and you guys are give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are fucking sick. All right.
The fire marshal didn't show up when I was standing in that doorway. We'd all been trapped. I gotta admit, I'm a little bit nervous to do this, not because of doing the show, but because you never know how strong the stage is gonna be. Usually I jump and test. I'm not gonna do that this time. I don't think it would do it. You ever been in a restaurant and had the weak chair? The chair that when you sit down in it cries out in pain? This never happens when you're by yourself. It happens when you're in a restaurant with a bunch of people and you don't want to look like a schmuck. So now you're hovering like a woman in a public urinal. Trying not to put all your weight down. Bam! That's when I always have a leg cramp and go down. Half the restaurant thinks there was an earthquake. Half thinks I had a heart attack. The owner's just happy I only made 2 trips to the buffet. I'm going to have to pull, I need some help with this next joke, so I'm going to have to pull somebody out of the crowd. Would you mind coming up here, please?
Come on, girl.
What's your name? Mary. This is Mary. Everybody give it up for Mary for coming up here. I have a hard time with the ladies, guys. I don't know if that's hard to believe, but I have a hard time with the ladies. One day, I had this lady over. Everything was going real nice. I had to brought her back to my room, and we were all snuggled up all nice, and my roommate walks in. So from his perspective, this is what he sees. Bubba, what the fuck are you doing to your mattress? Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. I didn't see your feet sticking out there.
Yeah! Bubba!
That girl broke up with me, though. She said I was too kinky because I asked her to talk in an accent. She was you want me to talk like a Georgia peach? I was like, no. Well, what do you want me to talk like a Latino? Oye, papi? I was like, no. He said, well, what do you want me to sound like? I was like, Paula Dean. Put another stick of butter in there, y'all. I want to know something. How come anytime anybody goes to prison, everybody says you're going to have a 400-pound roommate named Bubba? What did I do?
I thank you so much for coming out to my big break here on Fowler Street in Fort Myers, Florida. Appreciate it a whole lot. You guys have a good Valentine's Day last week? Everybody have fun? All right. That's the first woo-woo I got since I've asked that question. I guess it's kind of an up and down holiday for people. Does anybody else hear that? What's been going on here tonight? I don't know if that's me talking about the devil's whispering to us. Like what's going on? But anyway, Valentine's Day is kind of emotional for everybody, I think. Now I hear it! This is mortifying, to be frank with you. Back to what I was saying. Did we have a good Valentine's Day? Alright, no, I agree with you. I didn't either. Valentine's Day is just such a... There you go. I'm sorry, but this is bullshit. Hello? Anyway, about the Valentine's Day. It's either really awesome or it's a pain in the ass, isn't it? Like, it's really great if you're in a relationship, but if you're single, it just sucks. You know, you sign in the morning on Facebook and you just see everybody else having a great day. Like, oh, love Valentine's Day, start off with flowers and breakfast and fun and cake and sex and dinner and surprises. It's like, oh, I didn't Facebook my Valentine's Day, that's for damn sure. I'm not going to look back at the day I got so hammered I dry humped my ottoman for an hour and passed out in the kitchen. It's not my finest day of the year. We got any married people here? Yeah, there you go. See, I imagine married is kind of a lot like single on Valentine's Day. Like, you guys just don't give a damn. You just ran out of things to give each other, so you just graduate onto, like, sex coupons? Is that where you're at? That had to have been invented by a married person. Like, oh, I know. I'll give him a gift certificate for something he never has. Sex with me! Yeah. That's not for me. I'm not ready to put my love life on a voucher system quite yet. I think I'd be even offended if somebody gave me one. You know what I mean? Like, just read it situationally. Like, if the situation is I'm at Walmart on a Saturday and they're trying to pack 250,000 people through 4 registers, and you got Ingrid on a double, no break, fresh out of hustle and bustle. So while your ice cream melts and your milk gets hot, you might as well read about some dirty sex, right? I can't help it. They just entice me with these really weird titles, like, what your vajayjay is dying to tell you. Like, I'm pretty sure the only thing my vajayjay is trying to tell me is, please get a new bicycle seat. Don't read too far into it. Next thing you know, you're walking your bike home like, you think I like doing this to you? If I don't do this, neither of us win. Calm down. Thank you. Another thing I read in Cosmopolitan is they try to, like, red flag, like, places ladies shouldn't get their maintenance done, like your teeth whitening, your nails, your eyebrows, and things like that. And they put a big red flag next to the Oriental parlors, and I'm like, Okay, you know what? I've got an eyebrow big enough to take hostages every 2 weeks, and it's $8, so I'm gonna still go. If nothing else, for the adventure. You ladies, you been in there? As soon as you walk in, they're like, hello, what you need? And I'm like, hello, eyebrow. And I'm not saying eyebrow to make fun of them. I'm saying that because I have one eyebrow. And they're like, okay, you go to Scary Room and back. You go back there, you see what you're paying for. It's like a scene from Hostel back there. You got like an empty fish tank, coincidentally a crock pot's going in the corner, just one light swinging over a hospital bed like this here, just flickering. You're like, $8, $8. And then she comes in, no gloves, just inspects your face like, ooh, you got big eyebrows. Thank you, I grow it myself. And then after like a couple awkward seconds goes by, she lays on that one sentence that nobody wants to hear. You want your lip too? I'm like, no thank you, I don't need that. She's like, you need? I'm like, what? I need? You're like in the mirror, like, you don't mean that. Is this about the $5? I'll give you the $5 if you don't really mean that. She's like, I mean, you need. I'm like, you know what, this is all very sensitive. Take my eyebrow and my mustache, get the fuck out of here. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You guys are amazing. I'm a little hyped up tonight. I blame it on my Puerto Rican heritage. Have we got any Latinos in the audience tonight? Woo! Now we know who's strapping. Fantastic. That's great. Yeah, my grandmother actually is full-blown Puerto Rican, like 100%. Oh, guess you should have left earlier. We left at 4:30 in the morning. You got old people going back and forth to doctor's appointments all day. Just clog the road. You can't move. You just can't drive. I was so pissed. So pissed. I have. Bless you. Really third world person. Cape Coral. I had to move. I didn't even move that far. I moved just across the bridge, and it made my life like so much better. I hate Cape Coral. I hate it. Couldn't get any sleep on the weekends over there, man. Somebody's not up at 7 in the morning mowing their lawn, or retiling the damn roof, banging on the well, just doing anything at all to wake you up. Then you got Jehovah's Witnesses at your door. Anybody else experiencing the epidemic? I'm sorry, but I'm sick and tired of it. These people are like the homeless people of the religious sector, you know? You never see them in a car. They're just traveling in herds, just trucking down the sidewalk. You're scrambling around your house like, shit! There's nowhere to go! It's like running from a tornado. It's going to get you. It's going to hit that house, and then it's coming for you. It is. It's the worst, man. I freaking hate it. They just come up rapping on your windows like, hello, do you have any soul in there? You're just hiding behind your couch. No, we sin. We like to sin. Go away. Because you know what it's like, standing on that doorstep reading your creepy pamphlet. It's like 6 pages long. It's like, God loved Bob. But Bob thought he had 40 years to find God. Turns out he had a heart attack at 37 and went straight to hell. Don't let it be you. My God. So weird. And then on top of that, they're trying to convince you to switch to a religion with no holidays. How can that be? No anniversary, no birthday, no Christmas, no Easter, no cause for celebration at all. Does anybody else find that fucked up? I'm sorry, but you just feel like a heroin addict on the doorstep trying to be convinced to go to rehab. Like, oh, God, I'm sorry, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. Next time, just come to the door armed with your Christmas tree. Just, get out of here! I said get back! You're like Christmas! Maybe fill up your garage with like 50,000 happy birthday balloons. Just wait for them to come up the driveway. And unleash the holiday fury. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? need to calm down. There's a lot of animals out there that are treated way better than human beings. You ever heard of the Kobe cow? Makes Kobe beef? Let me tell you a little story. There's a cow. It's raised in Japan. This cow is worth $129 a pound. Now, just off the bat, that cow's self-worth is more than my life savings, okay? And this isn't like a plowing cow. He doesn't eat hay. He doesn't mow things. No. His only assignment all day is to consume 40 liters of beer. 40 liters of beer. I'm already up to 2 liters and my life is spot on. Okay? Then on top of that, they bring somebody in to massage him. Can you imagine that? Just some Japanese lady coming in. Oh, hello, big strong cow. How you do? Oh, you want your lip too today? Moo! That's my angry cow impression. Moo! But I will admit, there are some animals that live a slow, painful hell, like the koala bear. I know, I hate to tell you that. You're probably thinking, Sheen, what do you mean? The koala bears, I thought they were so happy. No, not happy. No. I was watching National Geographic last week, and it was like a whole marathon. It was like an all-day, TV learning. So much fun. Well, the next episode coming up was on mating rituals in the wild. And I'm not really down to watch other animals hump all day, so I was going to change the channel. But the first one up was koala bears. And I'm like, okay, I can't miss this. This is going to be adorable. I bet they're running around in little outfits up there, just like pinching each other's butt cheeks and Eskimo kisses while they furry fuck. Like, that's so sweet. It's not what you think it is. It's very fucking scary, indeed. Let me just paint you a little picture. Let me start off by saying, interesting fact, koala bears actually eat eucalyptus leaves, which give them a similar high to compared to heroin. So maybe that kind of helps out what I'm about to tell you here. Again, it's on mating rituals. First frame, there's what laying there, what I assume is a very sexy female koala. And then 2 seconds later, kicks off to a great start. In comes Big Daddy Koala, squinty eyes, reeking of eucalyptus, got an attitude, And you should have seen the look at her eyes. She's like, I'm not having this. Tried to take off. He mowed her down, clawed her down. It was full-blown koala rape from there on out, folks. It was mortifying. It was the scariest shit I've ever seen. Have you ever heard a koala bear screaming? I'm actually kind of sensitive about this shit. I don't like being this skinny. It's a struggle. You don't know what it's like waking up every single morning, put your pantyhose on and they're baggy. I do. And on top of being this skinny, I look like a freaking teenager. I'm almost 25 years old, by the way, just stagnant at 14. Like a female Benjamin Button stuck in the elder years or something. I'm just like this fucked up purgatory my whole life. I don't know what's going on. I lived with my dad for a little while in college. Didn't come home till 4 in the morning one time. He put out an Amber Alert. I'm like, Dad, you're rude. I'm an adult. And we're out of fucking Yoo-hoo. Jeez. But don't worry. I know, I'm single, but I still get invited to stuff, okay? I got invited to 4 galas this year. Yep. Any one of you ever been to even one gala? Didn't think so. I call them galas, but they call them like prom or something like that. But, you'd be surprised that after a couple shots, a school bus looks just like a Hummer limo. It really does. Kind of weird. I don't know. Dating's hard. For girls anyway. We're just always looking for so much stuff. You guys, you're only looking for one thing, aren't you? A girl who likes sports. Am I right? That's all you want. A nice girl who likes sports. And I understand. That's what you love. More than anything else in the entire world. Like, God forbid we ever invent a TV that's got a vagina on it. All women would go extinct. You'd be the last generation to ever live on this planet. You'd just be doomed. And you should have that. If you like sports, you should be with a girl who likes sports. I was just out a couple months ago during football season, and out with a group of friends, and this guy brings his girlfriend. Super pretty, super sweet, very nice. I don't got anything bad to say about her, but she just wasn't into sports. So we're all watching the game, and she's just kind of looking around, like waiting for commercials to come back on so she can talk to somebody. And I wasn't going to say anything, but my other friend is quite the prick. and totally pointed out, he's like, sweetheart, do you even know anything about football? And she gives a typical girl answer, like, I know enough to know what's going on. I'm not stupid. And I just kind of waiting for it. And he goes, how many yards does it take to get a first down? I'm like, psh, why don't you just ask her what the first letter of the alphabet is? Jesus Christ. But even still, she looks over at us, kind of twirls her hair, like we were trying to trick her. 14. I'm like, oh my God! My ex-boyfriend would have backhanded me if I had said that in public. Are you kidding me right now? Jesus H. But then I took another look at her and I realized, you know, she's beautiful, tall, tan, blonde, comes equipped with a hole. All you have to do is pick out a size and shape you like. I understand. Spanx may have fucked up the operation a little bit. Sir, do you know what Spanx are? It's like a full-blown, like, nylon body condom that stuffs all your fat in, shapes it into something nice. I'm wearing 10 of them right now. I'm actually 265 pounds. It's a wonderful thing. I dare you to take me home. Pop this thing open. It's like a hot can of Pillsbury Grams. Just don't blink it. I dare you. I dare you. But other than that, what you see is what you get. Not us. It's a freaking mystery with you people. You could be 6'9" or 2 feet tall. We don't know if you're rocking an arm holding a light bulb or a tiddlywink. Sir, does that even qualify as a penis? Medically. You know, it doesn't have to always be about size. It doesn't have to be about tone. You know, I saw one that looked like a rainy day. It just made me sad, you know? It's like, it just wasn't happy to see me. Or just not happy. It's like a Jew penis, just like bitching at me the whole time, just yeah. I'm like, no. Where are you? Where are you? I'm sick and tired of the guessing game with you people. But that's how it is, isn't it, ladies? I don't mean to like call you out or anything, but you meet a guy, you hit it off, you like him, he's cute, he's different, he's fun, he's into you. And then you realize he's rocking a weird weenie. And the next time he texts you, you're like, oh my God, I've never met somebody so weird my whole life. He is so clingy, so annoying. Oh my God, I can't get rid of him. Why can't guys be friends? After you fuck them, it's so bizarre. Take the same guy, massive unit, you're like, oh my God, he inspires me. He's so awesome. I can't get enough of that guy. Wouldn't it just be nice to like get it out of the way nice and early though? You know what I mean? Just in handshake phase, just walk up to somebody and be like, hey, how you doing? Wow, pleasure to meet you. Yeah, you can buy me a drink. You know, I'm going to buy you one. Yeah, I'm going to buy you one. Or it could be completely the other way around, like, hey, how you doing? Oh, no, sorry, no, it's not you. I'm just busy. I'm busy. Woo! Clingy. God. That's the way. My friends are telling me all the time, Sheena, just stop worrying about relationships. You should be out having threesomes with fun guys. I'm like, you know, I appreciate that. I don't think I would know what to do in a threesome with a couple of fun guys. You know what I mean? It'd just be stark-ass naked. They're in the room like, whoa, who are you? Hang on, you look like you're having way too much fun. When does my fun start? You know what I mean? I'm not just some kind of suck and hump factory up here.
She made me think about so like a men's genitalia is always usually judged by the size of their foot or the size of their hand. You can never tell a woman's size of her vagina. So like I said, now they have that. They figured out by the size of the smile you can tell the size of a woman's vagina. The correct answer is I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, we got our headliner coming to the stage next. Pull your seats together, get another drink order. You're going to have a time of your life. We're going to do a little bit of sound over here. Please welcome to the stage, all the way from Seattle, Washington, the Reverend Junior High. Come on, let's give a better clap to that. Please welcome Reverend Junior High.
All right, guys, how you doing? Let's give it
it up, Machina Regan, one more diary. Now, very important for your safeties, okay, ladies, for real, listen. When I went on Match.com, I punched in all my likes, my dislikes, my favorite number, my favorite color. It took me 2.5 hours to punch that shit in. It took me 10 seconds to get my response back. Said my perfect match was a 67-year-old black man from Alabama. Thank you, sir. Who enjoyed bowling and fucking catfishing. That's when I knew Match.com was bullshit, because I don't even like bowling. How many of you guys remember board games before video games warped our fucking kids' minds? You remember that shit? This girl I used to date, she invented the game Operation, because every time I tried to put it in her ass, she was like, You guys remember Monopoly? Yeah. Monopoly was like marriage and divorce all rolled up into one. Because in the beginning the game was super fun. And you had a ton of shit. But inevitably the game takes way too long. And that bitch starts cheating. Soon every dude in the neighborhood has touched her fucking tits. She's like the community chest. You can't even go to some of the places you used to go to because of the restraining order. Like Marvin's Gardens, St. James Place, sorry. One day you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna drink this whole bottle of rum, I'm gonna drive down that road. I don't care how many hotels her fucking dad owns. So you roll the dice, you take a chance, and you go directly to fucking jail. You get out of jail, you find out that child support's garnishing half your shit. Every time you pass go, you only get $50. She's living the lap of luxury. She's over there on Park Place, she's fucking some horse jockey. His dad owns a top hat company. I don't know. They're gonna have money to push around in a fucking wheelbarrow is what I'm saying. I live on the other side of the Reading Railroad tracks. Behind the power company. On Baltic Ave. Property value 4 white dollar bills. She's fucking rocking a sports car, I'm driving a thimble. You know the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, don't marry that fucking whore banker. You guys remember not long ago the Mayan scare? Remember? You guys remember that shit? Yeah. Right? I don't think they were wrong. I think the end of the world as we knew it was the end of Twinkies, and I know that Bubba would fucking agree with me. I was driving down the road with this girl I was dating her, and I don't know, we've been together a little while. You're awesome. Give it up for yourselves, you're awesome. So let me ask you this then. How many people in here work out every day and consider themselves to be rather buff? Let me get a nice. How many of you guys run around every day and you figure you're pretty thin, you're fit, you run a couple miles? Let me get a fucking glaring difference there, isn't it? Alright, no shit. Don't be shy. For my BBW, my big beautiful women that came here tonight, fucking let me know where you are. Come on. I know I heard you coming in. Man, I recently became single, and I gotta tell you, man, shit's changed. It's been a long time since I was single. Back in the day, we had crazy, but we could tell by how many friendship fucking pins you had on your shoelaces. You know what I'm saying? Or how high your fucking hair was. You know? Nowadays, they got 31 flavors of crazy out there, bro. It's like Baskin and fucking Robbins. You know what I'm saying? You got broads with ODD, ACD, OCD, ADD, hooked on PCP. 1 in 5 got a fucking STD. The odds are shitty, man. I mean, when you came over on the Titanic, it wasn't like that, bro. You could stick your dick in any fucking thing, it didn't matter. God damn it, it matters now. Shit. It does. So what I do, I found Facebook is my new weapon of choice. That's how I pick up all my fucking broads, man. That shit works. I'll tell you guys right now what I do. I go on there, find the one I want, and then I poke her like fucking 96 times. I poke that fucking broad. I figure I get her attention that way. Then I go on there and I like every single photo that she has with her in it. Then I like the ones of her kids. And the ones of her husband. And then I started taking pictures of myself and shit, you know, because I wanted to fucking fit in, so I take pictures of myself in the mirror for my profile, right? Because they all do that shit too. But I always wonder, why, if you're gonna take a picture of yourself in the mirror, why don't you look around your vicinities and make sure what's fucking behind you? Because one thing, if I see your 7 kids, I don't give a fuck how hot you are. And nothing screams functional than that fucking ashtray filled with Camel non-filters, a half-eaten bologna sandwich, and a mason jar filled with what could only be fucking sweet tea. That screams bring her home to mom, fucking doesn't it? I don't know if you can see this lady up front right here, this wonderful lady. Go ahead and put your hand up in the air, would you? This lady's name is Julie. She works across the street at the Follow Grill. I eat over there. You guys know where the Follow Grill is? The fucking mannequin over there? I'm bored. Now, the truth of the matter is, you don't get to be a super overnight. Daryl, her boyfriend, is hung like fucking 6 mules. I mean, when this guy gets on the plane, they make him pay extra for that shit. He puts it in the carryover up top, only the tip fits in the damn thing. Give it up for Daryl and his big wiener. So single is fucked up, guys. I'll tell you what, I was out with this girl last week, and she was kissing my neck, and I was like, fuck, that shit felt good. I'm from Seattle, I like it nice and soft, you know what I mean? All of a sudden she bit me, I ran out of the house screaming, I thought the bitch was on bath salts. Next time you fucking bite me, I'm gonna punch you right in your nose, lady. What the fuck was that? She goes, I like it rough. I go, well, I fucking don't. I said, look, this is what I'm gonna have to tell you right now. There's 3 things you need to know about this fucking night. Number 1, I'm not gonna bite you. Number 2, I'm not gonna choke you. Number 3, you're not gonna have an orgasm.
I guarantee you.
Wow. Yeah, I guaranteed that last one. Thank you, buddy. Fuck. How many people in this room have eaten a McRib? Don't fucking lie to me. Same thing as asking if you live in a double wide, isn't it? Fucked up. Jesus. I was talking to this guy the other day. I'm like, bro, you people from the South, you guys are fucking crazy. He goes, we ain't the South. Mississippi? That's the South. I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure you're the fucking South. He goes, no, Mississippi, that's the South. I said, motherfucker, I don't know when the last time you looked at an atlas was, but fucking Florida, Mississippi. I said, motherfucker, we wouldn't even be having it. If you were any more Southern, we wouldn't have this conversation. You'd be fucking Cuban.
The southernmost point is in Florida.
You guys remember Tim Tebow?
Yeah.
So like last year it was this, right? Because he was a big stud. Wouldn't it be this year? It was more like... What's your guys' favorite holiday? Yell it out. Fucking, I don't give a shit. They sound like fucking Lehigh jumble mumble to me. I don't know what the fuck he said. But check it out. Mine is Halloween. And this past Halloween, I wanted to go as a rapist. I couldn't find a Ben Roethlisberger jersey anywhere. Miami Dolphins in the house, bitch. Can I hear it out for the Miami Dolphins, baby? We suck every year, but we're faithful. Fuck you! Lyrics. So the girl that I'm with is singing this. Pink pair of dice I found in the parking lot. And I'm hearing paved paradise. Put up a parking lot. You know that song? I'm pointing at you, ma'am. Of course you do. So, how many people have changed the words to a song? Well, before I do, let me just try an activity that the 5th graders in Lehigh got right. So if you motherfuckers don't, you should feel real sorry for yourselves. I'm going to sing a lyric to you. I want you to instinctively sing back to me what you think the next lyric is. If you don't fucking do it, I'm going to sing Kumbaya for the next 35 minutes. So, you should sing back this lyric. Are you ready? Blinded by the light. That's why Fort Myers is the most disgusting city in America. Because you can judge a lot by the people you fucking hang with, and there's no douche reference in the entire fucking song. But thank you for playing along. Now, how many people have changed the words to a song because you thought your shit was fucking cooler? How about that? I wrote a song back in Seattle. Has anybody in the room ever heard of Green River? The Green River Killer was a serial rapist way back in the day. Now, I'm not him, but I too was a serial rapist when I wrote this song. And fuck, it was over 10 years ago. Junior high is not my real name, so fuck you and your Crime Stoppers. But I wrote this song. Now, of course, I was not the Green River Killer. He had much more fun. He was more famous than I was. But Bonnie Raitt, you remember that?
Yeah.
Love creeping up on you. You know the song? I changed the fucking words when I was a serial rapist, and it went like this. Pants around your ankles, nothing you can do. That's rohypnol creeping up on you. All my serial rapists say, hey! Never fails, at least 6 people do that. Good God. How many people in the room have had sex recently? You're lying. How many people in the room have had sex with someone they didn't have to pay for recently? That wasn't your kin, is what I'm saying. When I have sex with this one girl, she's like my Wednesday, Thursday nighter. When I have sex with her, she always wants me to talk to her in voices. And I'm not really good at voices, I'm just really bad at sex. So she's like, talk to me in one of those voices. And the only guy I can think of who maybe has more hair than me, I come up with this guy. Shh, be very, very quiet. We are having sex. And then I go into the other remix, I'm like, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. I love it, but a lot of people have written songs and gotten rich off lyrics that were fucking ridiculous. I'm going to prove it to you right now. You older generation who came in on the Nina, you're going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. You young people, fuck off, you should have been born earlier. I don't give a rat's ass. The song is called MacArthur Park. Anyone? You fucking nodded. Look here, Jersey Shore. Do you know what the fuck I'm talking about? Okay, MacArthur Park. Good. So me and you are together. Don't beat my ass. Now, MacArthur Park was a song that was written with a lot of emotion and sung with emotion, but it's fucking ridiculous lyrics. I'm going to give you proof right now. Ready? Fuck that. I said ready? It goes like this. Someone left the cake out.
In the rain!
Shut your filthy mouth. You're not getting paid for this. I love you, bro. That is the next line. So we're going to start over without the help of you, though. Just go on through, buddy. Why wouldn't you? Why don't you tickle my nuts next time? Kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so we're going to start over. Thank you very much. Bob Geldof. Ready? Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can take it, 'cause it took so long to bake it. And I'll never have that recipe again. What the fuck is that? Number one, you can find any recipe for anything online. And number two, who the fuck plans the birthday party in the rain? So what I did is I rewrote that song to the same beat, but different fucking words. And you might be able to relate. It goes like this. I prairie dogged and left a little stain. I should have frickin' known it. There's no way that I could hold it. And I'll never wear those underpants again. And then I tear them off and I pull them around my head and I go to the remix and I'm like, now I'm free. I'm free falling. You guys, anybody in the room know that country music exists? You guys like it. It's okay. I'll listen to it. Some of the lyrics are pretty fucked up. Okay? I want to check you for ticks. My grandpa told me, I'm out.